哦，算还蛮久的哦。这里的怪物还蛮容易再生的。
I'm going to see what else I can find in this place to add to my collection.
I commend your diligence. It can't have been easy to find your way in here. Finally. Free at last.
Mr. Bradford! I'm sorry. You bitch! You said you'd let Bradford live! You're gonna pay for that!
Bingo.
That ain't something you see every day. What's up? Boss?
Ah, bring it!
Going up. Boss, someone's coming through the gauntlet. Go see Fritch. He'll tell you what to do. You're lucky Nisha's in charge. If it were up to me...
Gotta be something.
Hey,
More than happy to hold all the expensive stuff.
really should rethink where you... Damn. Unless you're a fan of it. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse.
You sure you want to bother with that?
Just working hard.
Well, hello.
Welcome back, boss.
I heard you were looking for me?
You heard the alarm, right? That means someone's in the gauntlet. Looks like a real tough one, too. What happens next is up to you. You can take him on yourself in the arena, or I can make sure our little rat never gets out of the maze.
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a raider's respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
Oh, hey, boss. See you there.
敌人还蛮弱的了。不是我秒杀敌人，就是敌人秒杀我。
So you ready to get this show on the road, boss?
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears.
Shank ain't kidding. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from. An outpost. Two ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave. Or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land? Or you want to wipe them out?
I think you know what I'd rather do, boss.
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place up,
Right.
of course, every outpost you claim,
Sure.
and none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang you want to join you on the job? Overboss? Something wrong?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them.
I bet you they can manage to keep looking bored through the whole thing.
That just leaves the target. Now, for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where do you want to hit? Let me... Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
这个地方以前是铁路的安全屋啊，铁路被消灭之后就没办法，铁路被消灭之后就可以变成聚落了，这就变成那个掠夺者的聚落。
Just gonna leave me in the lurch here, boss?
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. Crew will be waiting for you when you get there. Help you deal with whatever you may run into. Now, you're not gonna be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or two up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Show those settlers who's in charge.
some kind of death wish?
没有，这就是那个铁路不是要叫你做一个安全屋吗？它就随机选一个地方，刚刚那个地方就是以前的铁路的安全屋。可是铁路被消灭之后，好像就可以变成掠夺者的聚落。
Letting it all hang out, huh?
You can take something?
Boss, let's chat. Shank says you might need our help vacating the squatters living in our new digs. Ain't it just your lucky day? Wait till you see what I got.
Found some toys, a couple operators left on their corpse.
Callie, not sure how they got themselves dead like that. No shame. I took them apart and made a little something different out of the parts. It was just gonna be a toy for my pets, but it's more useful than that. Beasts find these things irresistible. You toss them on the ground, and anything nearby and hungry come running, ripping anything in their path to pieces. But you're gonna want to be a safe distance away. Because, well, things weak. A little. Don't want to let you get in the snack yourself. Oh, and here, take this paper. It'll show you how to make more. Don't look so surprised. It ain't all knuckleheads.
A bag of animal bits? Well, this isn't the worst thing I've ever been given. Thank you, Mason.
You're welcome. And when you're putting that to good use claiming new haunts, don't forget us. All right? Mason earned his place with God.
Too short for bullshit. Got a party like it's your last day ever.
Respect. Around here, you gotta earn it. Of course.
Over, boss. Making trouble? Good.
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against tricking.
Hey, Mags.
Overboss. Operators could use your skills if you've got some time.
Think I'm gonna pass on that.
Fine. Perhaps I'll find someone else then.
Sounds like it's time to put bullets in faces.
Nuka World is a trap for fools, and an opportunity for those who recognize it.
Hey, Lizzie.
Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
Don't worry. Your gang will be taken care of.
Wonderful. So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
Stink bombs. Lovely.
Just give them a try first, Overboss. I think you'll enjoy the results. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally, but you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here, ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot, hmm?
Anything in here? Make yourself at home.
If Lizzie asks you to volunteer for one of her We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us through it.
Thanks, William and Liz. All you have to do is hear us speak.
You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices can get you killed. Gage must have pulled a few strings if someone like you is in charge now.
Not sure who's worse, you or Coulter.
The way you are running things, you must not value your life. Nisha, you look like you could use something to do. And I got just the thing.
Do I look like I want to run your...
I get it.
Free and in charge today. Tomorrow, somebody's slave. Ain't life something?
You're lucky Nisha's in charge. If it were up to me, you'd be dead.
Hey.
Hey, boss. Was wondering when you were gonna come see me. Heard you're collecting toys to help you mark us out some new stomping grounds. Well, ours is, without a doubt, the finest little piece of hardware you've ever laid your eyes on. Sure, she may be based off some shitty operator tech, but a little Dixie love and some fine tweaking go a long way. Let's just say, Them fever blossoms ain't no joke. Mix them with just the right ingredients, makes people madder than a hornet's nest. Perfect for convincing any meddlesome settlers to rip each other apart.
I think there's already enough violence around here. I don't plan on making any more.
What's that? I couldn't hear you just then. Give her a try, boss. My girl's sure to do the trick. Only wish I could watch the show myself.
You really should rethink where you stand, unless you're a fan of watching your back.
Who wants some good news?
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, I had to turn up.
Hey,
Need something from me?
heads up.
Yeah. Ah, what's up?
You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices.
Made some good moves, boss. Guess Gage knew what he was doing for once.
The pack lets it all hang out.
Well, hello.
You're the overboss. Walk around like that? Nope.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas.
我在实验看看那个疾病会不会自己好起来。
We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express.
哦，这一段真的很辛苦，要跑来跑去。
Get something good out of this.
Hey there.
We're here like you asked, boss. But, well, it looks like there's no one to kill. Suppose we'll go take a look around. Anyone asks about the job, though, just make something up.
我还蛮爱好和平的。哇，黑人讨厌我了。
Hey.
Yeah. I'm thinking this place will do. At least once we get some supplies coming in. You ought to head back, boss. Let him know how it went.
听说这边也是有人遇到说不能解任务啊，就是任务没办法继续下去。
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was real menace.
Hi.
Welcome. Do you require additional supplies?
Let's see what you have.
Good to see you.
可是黑人有些任务黑人还是会出现啊，像城堡保卫战，它也会出现在那个城堡上面。回报任务好像也是可以回报，只是他好像不会给你任务，只能接那个自由的那个自由电台，应该是这样子啊。我没有去特别去接无限任务。我玩这个游戏很少刻意去接无限任务啊，因为跟那个上古卷轴一样，只是让你赚钱啊、赚经验而已。我通常都捡那种单一的任务为主哦。 那个我还没有解过，我顶多解个10几次，当会长就可以了。那是一定要解100个任务吗？
City Radio has some breaking news for you. Hold on to your hats. There's obviously been some kind of disaster. As soon as we know more...
Yes.
Keep the dial set on Diamond City Radio, folks, and we'll keep you updated on this breaking story. Next is Orange Colored Sky by Mr. Nat King Cole.
near the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado. Hello, and on behalf of the Nuka-Cola Corporation, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you aboard the Nuka Express monorail. For your own safety, please remain seated or utilize the provided handrails while the train is in motion. If you'll direct your attention to the right side of the monorail, you can observe Nuka World's famous Fizz-Top Mountain. Standing at over 100 meters tall, Fizz-Top Mountain is the largest man-made structure in Nuka World and features the 5-star Fizz-Top Grill. Coming up in the heart of Nuka World, Nuka Town, USA, featuring the Cola Cars Arena, the Brad Burton Amphitheater, and the Parlor Dinner Theater. And kids, don't forget to tell your parents to bring you to the Nuka Cave, where you can play games and earn tickets to win fabulous prizes. From Nuka Town, USA, you can access any one of our 5 individually themed parks. Experience the future at the Galactic Zone, or relive the Wild West at Dry Rock Gulch. Take a tour through the Nuka-Cola bottling plant, or visit Kitty Kingdom and meet the whole Nuka family. And finally, for the nature lover in you, travel to Safari Adventure and delight in over 100 different animal species from around the world.
Yeah, this is fine. I wasn't planning on sleeping tonight anyway.
Well, word going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the Commonwealth. Not too shabby.
It's a damn good start.
I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizz-Top. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now,
这个不给聚落要事先培养才行啊。
You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods. Or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Why stop at kneecaps?
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
因为那个补给聚落的食物跟水的产量决定那个分配到其他的聚落的数量，所以你如果说你没有培养的话，其实根本没办法补给什么东西啊，一定要先种很大量的食物跟水才行。
The disciples.
Sounds like a plan. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's
培养好之后再让它变成补给聚落，优点就是不会被入侵，但是就是不能控制它。
And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, where do you want to hit?
种田的话，那个幸福度都很差。
Huh. Was that... Yeah, that one ain't gonna work, boss. Don't think there's someone for us to intimidate at that spot. You want to give me another target? Or did you maybe want to change up the job?
Let's do a different target.
Sure thing. So, where you want to do this? Huh. Was that... Alright, that one will work. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Lizzie Wyeth with the operators ought to have some tools you can use to make things easier. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. And it's worth remembering. The more populated or heavily defended a place is, the more prep work you're gonna have to do to get them to bend. Plenty of ways for you to skin this cat. Have fun.
好像应该要选近一点的才对。我可以试试看，如果说地址帮消失之后不给聚落会不会恢复？
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express.
今天就先这样子啊。
must make you proud to see all that Father has done.